Hey folks, Coach Alex here. So today I am answering a reader email specifically asking how to develop upper body explosive strength or upper body power, right? So let's jump into it. So this person is an MMA fighter, which is great because I coach a bunch of MMA fighters. They are specifically saying that they've been gym training for quite a while now, that they've got really good conditioning, that they feel that they've got a lot of, like a good energy tank, right? Like they can keep on going in the fight. The biggest problem that I seem to have is that I don't have much upper body power. Okay, so I'm going to assume from this that upper body power is actually the issue. Sometimes people think they don't have upper body power, and it's actually just that maybe their mechanics are a little off, or they don't know how to connect lower body to upper body especially well. So like there's some issues in that whole kinetic chain where they're not utilizing movement effectively. But I'm going to assume that that's not this person, that they actually have some good lower body power, some good like base of strength. Let's jump into it. So upper body power. Developing upper body power, right? So what I do, I'm going to talk about this generally, then I'll talk about it more in an MMA specific context, right? Upper body power is your ability to produce submaximal forces quickly. So if upper body strength is your ability to produce maximal forces, say like a 1 rep max bench press, then upper body power is your ability to produce submaximal forces, but to do that quickly. Now, if you relate that to something like mixed martial arts, MMA, you've got constant striking, right? You want that ability to throw really aggressive strikes. So upper body power, really, really important. So it's something we want to develop. There's a bunch of different ways to do this. Obviously, having a good base of upper body strength is really important. So things like bench press, dumbbell bench press, overhead press, all those things, phenomenal base to work with. If you don't have a base of strength, then you're not going to get a huge amount out of your power work, just because you can't produce force quickly if you just can't produce force to begin with. So you need a base of strength, right? From there, think of it as that force velocity curve. On the one sort of side, you have these really high force movements like 1 rep max bench press, and right over here you have more velocity based movements. So literally something like a punch, a strike would be a very high velocity movement but very low force production. There's literally no resistance to it, right? So you could start developing or utilizing more velocity based movements just with very, very low load or light loads. Really simple things are like cable, band resisted strikes, really, really simple way. They're right on the velocity end of that spectrum. You could also use even like free motion cable machines ever so slightly. You can just load them up a little bit and practice some sort of strikes and punches there. I've had some of my athletes use like jammers, landmine presses, that type of thing. You can actually use them, set them up. I'm not suggesting a 45-degree angle, but play with an angle that works, and you can literally just practice strikes against an amount of resistance. And it doesn't have to be a crazy amount, right? It could be 10 kilos, 15 kilos. All you're doing is providing enough of a resistance to be kind of a workout, but it's far closer to the velocity of a punch than it is to the velocity of a 1 rep max bench press. You get the idea? So that's some of the stuff you could do. Other really simple examples, plyometric press-ups, right? Literally like those press-ups where you jump off the ground, maybe a little clap if you're feeling fancy, that kind of stuff, great for upper body explosive power. And from there, you've got other options you can do. You can integrate other things. You can integrate like things that I like to use, medicine ball throws, 1-arm medicine ball throws, 2-arm throws, overhead throws, lots of variations of just explosive upper body movements. And that's how you're going to develop that upper body explosive power, is just thinking of movements where you have to move aggressively, explosively, quickly with your upper body. So plyo press ups, med ball single arm throws, double arm throws, overhead throws, all really, really valid, viable options. Another little trick that I like to use, if strength training's here and velocity power type training's here, throw in a few of what I call like transitionary or like translation exercises that sit somewhere in between those two extremes. So if this is your 1 rep max bench or really heavy bench work, and this is like a really light medicine ball throw, like a 3 kilo medicine ball throw, in the middle of this, what you might have is something like, okay, you do bench press, but with 30 or 40 kilos, and you go as sort of almost as quickly as possible. So it's almost like a speed bench. So you control down and then super quickly up, control down, incredibly quickly up. You might even find that the bar leaves you by about an inch of your hands at the top, which is also completely fine. That's sort of like some viable options that are in the middle. Just sort of things to think about that you can use to transition between the two. So it's not quite a strength exercise, it's not quite a really lightweight plyometric type exercise, It's kind of something in the middle. So if you're talking about developing upper body explosive power, if you had 3 workouts per week, 3 gym-based workouts alongside your sport training, I would have 1 classic strength workout, 1 translating kind of intermediate type of workout, and I would have 1 almost like plyometric, more velocity-based workout. And that is how I would approach training, like maximizing upper body explosive power, if that is like a priority for you right now. So yeah, that's what I do. Hopefully that's been useful to quite a few of you. If it is, or if it has been, please feel free to share it around, like it. It helps the algorithm out a little bit. Beyond that, important things. If you have any questions yourself, anything that you're not sure about, then you can drop them down in the comment section below. If there's something that you really want me to jump into, get my time and attention on, you can shoot me an email, alex@characterstrength.co.uk, and I will try and get back to you. Again, it might take me a little bit of time, it might take me a few days, might take me like a week or so, but look, I've got my PhD I'm trying to complete, I'm trying to do teaching and coaching. I have to prioritize the people that are paying me, basically. So I will get back to you, it might just take me a little bit of time. If it's an interesting enough topic, if I think enough people are going to get value from it, then what I'll do is I'll try and create a long form video like this. I might create like a matching article that's got sets, reps, breakdowns, exercises, maybe some video demonstrations to go with it. So that just depends on you guys and what you think is useful. That's it basically for today. Other than that, I will catch you in the next one, okay? See you there.